Hey, if you're new here but enjoying this content, please subscribe. We need you here. Ring that bell for notifications. Thanks. All right. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan. Now, on this channel, we chronicle the culture war, the pop culture cultural war. What is that? Well, that's when SJWs, far left-wing extremists, invade male-dominated hobbies. Usually they're male-dominated hobbies. They look around, they hold their noses, and they say, this is full of bigots. You're all bigots. I don't like the fact that your space opera thing that you're obsessed with is full of men, not enough women, not enough gays, not enough people of color. You're going to have to let us move in here, rip up the carpets, repaint the walls, and basically wreck shop, okay? You don't like it, you can get out of here. And many people do get out of here. Many people go, oh, this is going to suck. And they do. They leave. They move on. The hobby starts to shrink. Others actually sign on for it, become bullies, and start picking on the people who remain, who are fighting to maintain the hobby, the thing that they were into this whole time. The one thing that they were passionate about. Now, it's comics. It's Star Wars. Okay, it's Magic the Gathering. We've seen it happen everywhere. It's happening right now with the MCU. I mean, the MCU has track record of tremendous success, featuring movies like Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, Ant-Man, the Avengers movies, and immediately, once that becomes established, once that becomes a platform, a powerful media platform, SJWs do come in and they start kicking people out and they start to try to take it over. They're really, really bad at everything. They're bad at everything that they try except for propagandizing. They're excellent at propaganda. They're also fantastic at bullying people who resist them. Now, this is happening in anime. I'm not much of an anime guy, but I'm watching this whole thing go down, and it's about time that I comment on it and follow it a little bit. I do know this guy. I know Vic Mignogna. I've spoken to him a few times. I've seen him at a lot of comic book conventions. He's kind of a staple of comic book conventions. It always seems like he is there, and he's always wearing very expensive, very cool clothing, like over-the-top clothing. I don't really know how to describe. He's a very colorful character. Great head of hair, too. So I've seen him everywhere. Now, recently, something odd has happened. Some people have stepped forward and begun to accuse him of all kinds of hashtag Me Too-ish types of things, and it is indeed peculiar. I've kind of kept my ear to this, and I haven't really wanted to comment too much on whether or not these accusations may be true. But I've looked at the accusations, and they're like hugs and stuff, like people who come up to him for photographs. He might give a smooch to a fan on the cheek. He might hug them. These are all things that I kind of have avoided. As a comic book professional, when I'm out in public, I really don't believe in too much physical contact with fans, but other people do. It is kind of common to get up and give people hugs when they're excited to meet you. I've never even thought of, nor would I dream of planting my lips on the cheeks of a fan, and yet this man does do that, and there's photo evidence of it, okay? Now, that's weird enough. The question of boundaries and whether he's crossed them is one thing. Why this guy? Why the fury? And there is intense fury. They are hounding this man. These social justice warriors, one in particular, some weirdo named Mars Girl, who used to be on the Awesome channel, which is now defunct, and she's got nothing to do, so she's going after him big time and invented the Kick Vic hashtag to persecute him. Why? Why is that? Well, it turns out that Vic's a Christian. Oh, things are starting to make sense now. Vic is an outspoken Christian who has, when he does panels at conventions, I'm told, convened prayers to Jesus Christ and God and all of these things. He actually kind of makes his faith a central. Well, it's a big part of who he is, so he shares it with his fans. This is going to rub people the wrong way. Christians, outspoken Christians, in the middle of a pop culture war where SJWs are looking for targets, will become red meat. Christians, you are red meat to these people. So Vic is now scrambling to explain why he has ever been affectionate with any of his fans when they've come to meet him. He has been fired from his job. He's a voice actor and also an actor. He acts in Star Trek Continues. Recently, he's been a big voice on Dragon Ball Z. Everybody knows his voice acting work. He's big within the community. People know who he is, and they enjoy his stuff. But he's been fired from all that. His life is basically over now. He did not respond to this in a way that, here's the thing. There is a way to respond to social justice warriors. Vic went about it all the wrong way. So we're going to talk about that real quick here. Vic pens an apology letter. Those of you who are new to this channel, are new to these kind of videos, let me explain something. You never, ever, ever apologize to SJWs. Ever. This apology is an admission of guilt. That's how they look at it. What they do is they demean you, they drag you down, they humiliate you, and then they press for an apology. They'll say, apologize to the world for the things that we're accusing you of. And I'm telling you, if you don't have the backing, if you don't have, fans behind you, if you don't have support, people who will actually stand behind you and stand up for you, and you're not feeling that, you are going to feel like you need to apologize. And here's Vic. This is Vic here. Vic has been in the anime news a lot, blah, blah, blah. Now, Mignogna has taken to Twitter to share a letter apologizing to all of those who have felt harassed by him. 0 people have felt harassed by him. 0. Honestly. He might be kind of an arrogant guy at conventions, but you know what? That happens. That happens when you're kind of famous. Some people get a little bit attitude. It's not uncommon. I'm sure he has made demands and wants only the green M&Ms, etc., etc. But the idea that he sexually harasses fans, that would have to take place in public, and this is new news. Immediately, once one accusation comes forward, other people are going to feast on that attention. They're going to also come forward with their stories as well. This is just a common phenomenon. So Vic, fired from Rooster Teeth, fired from Funimation, severed all ties with him, and now feeling lower than he's ever been. Here comes the awful apology. Oh, Vic, I've been here. I know how this is. He goes, my desire has always been to show appreciation, warmth, and acceptance to fans of my work. Being part of this community has given both my work and my life so much meaning. If anyone has been made uncomfortable by me, wow. I mean, you have to be low. You've got to be in a place of lowness to write something like, if anybody has been made uncomfortable by me, and then apologize for that. Nobody's been made uncomfortable by you, Vic. They're using you. They're using you as a cudgel to get people in line to take control of the anime industry and hobby. That's what they're doing. They're making an example out of you. They're going to rip you limb from limb, and that it's basically a threat to anyone else. Do not oppose SJWs, or what happened to Vic is going to happen to you. And the sooner you realize this, the better. All right, so it's not for me to contradict them. It's impossible for me to discern another's personal boundaries. I regret anything I've said or done out of ignorance that has put anyone outside of their comfort zone. You gave some fans hugs. I don't know. He says, I love my work dearly, as well as the characters I've had the privilege to portray, but most satisfying of all has been the opportunity to share that love of this art form with fans from around the world. I would never have met any of you without it. Meeting each of you has so enriched my life, and I'm humbled to have received over 1,000 encouraging messages in the last few weeks. Yeah, there are quite a few people within Comicsgate, within the Fandom Menace, who are standing up for Vic. Those are the two communities that fight SJWs that I'm a voice in. I'm a voice for Comicsgate to stand up to the SJWs within the comic book industry that are doing the exact same thing to people. And the Fandom Menace is Star Wars and other things like that, but it's mostly Star Wars, standing up to these SJWs and backing them back down again. And that these people they're sending messages of support to Vic, but it's just not enough. Nobody's advising him. Nobody's advising Vic not to do this, and it's too late. He has issued an apology, and this is, I'm sure, being lorded over and enjoyed by the people who are destroying him, who are currently destroying him. To my colleagues, I've considered you good friends for so many years. We've shared countless wonderful experiences together, and I never meant to do anything to offend or hurt you. Until these last few weeks, I had no idea that any animosity ever existed. I've never had anything but respect for you, and I so deeply regret any words or actions that made any one of you feel otherwise. Okay, your colleagues are cowards, Vic. They are, as I said, they're seeing the influx, the invasion of SJWs. It is like invasion of the body snatchers. And you're either already snatched or you're afraid of being snatched. So they see you as the victim. Your friendship doesn't mean that much to them. After all, they're just trying to make a living. So they are going to quite happily and quite readily turn you over to these social justice warriors. That's what they're going to do. All right, so in many respects, life is about course correction and growth. So many fans have written me over the years about very personal issues and struggles, and here he is just explaining that he's a good person. He's a good person. Vic, nobody doubts that, you know. Nobody really doubts that. This is a very cynical maneuver. This is an awful thing that they're doing to you. These are the politics of personal destruction. Nobody doubts that you're a good person. Nobody at all. And you know, this is very sad that you have to stand up for yourself like this. I've always done my best to encourage and support fans. The truth is that I am just as susceptible to struggles and difficulties as anyone. I have identified areas in which I need growth, and I've actually identified areas in which I need shrinkage, and that's my song. Vic, you're just fine. You're fine. You don't need to grow. You made a lot of people happy. And I'm taking this time to recommit to God and seeking the help of a counselor. Yeah, I need a psychotherapist. I need counseling because a lot of fans come up to me and want to take pictures with me, and they're excited. They have little stars in their eyes when they meet me, and oftentimes I throw my arms around them and give them a hug. Well, do you squeeze their ass? No, I don't do that. I wouldn't do that. Sometimes I might give them a kiss on the cheek or something like that for a picture, but, you know, other than that, you know, help me. I'm a very sick man. I'm a sick man for being too affectionate with my fans. Yeah, you do. You need help. You need counseling, Vic. I am committed. Oh, he's recommitting to God. All right, so I am committed to putting any effort into improving not only for myself but for everyone I interact with. Each of you deserves nothing less. Finally, please be kind to one another. No, Vic, no. The very last thing I want is for anyone to be hatefully targeted, especially not on my behalf. All right, well, Vic, we're going to fight for you, whether you want us to or not. We're not going to back down because this isn't only about you. This isn't the battle for Vic Mignogna. I don't really care too much about this one personal case. Vic, stand up for yourself because this is going to happen to other people. It isn't about you, even though it feels like it is very much about you. When it happened to me, it wasn't about me. It was about a much larger thing that is going on. Other people are going to suffer because of what they did to you. Other people are going to suffer for this. And we do, as a community full of normal people who have not been overtaken by these weirdos, normal people that are not afraid of them, normal people who are able to speak up and back these people down again, Vic. Unless you've done something horrible that I'm not aware of, I don't see what you did wrong. And I've been paying attention. I don't see what exactly you did to have your life destroyed in this way. Your job taken from you, your reputation. Why? You chose to be in a very frivolous industry, just like I did. You chose to lend your voice to cartoons. Now, you know, this is not an industry that should actually destroy your life and your reputation and probably drive you to thoughts of suicide. But this is a terrifying admission of guilt where I haven't seen anything actually produced to suggest that you've done anything wrong. Now, if there is something wrong, if there turns out to be something really scary and heinous in your closet, I'm going to adjust position and I'm going to have to agree. If you have done something really bad, that's going to come out and people are going to know. But so far, if you had done something bad, we'd all know about it. We'd all know about it right now. These people are digging and scraping the bottom of the barrel to persecute you. All right, this is the first of 2 videos about this. I want to let people know that my eye is on this. I know people have been sending me messages and saying, Ethan, what can you do? Vic Mignogna is welcome to contact me. I will speak with him. and I will see what we can do to make his life a little bit safer. I will see what we can do to talk this through, let the fans know, spread the word. At this point, Vic, I don't know what you have to lose. You've just surrendered to these people and you've lost your job. The thing about that is, though, Vic, once they've taken your job from you, you have nothing else to lose. Okay? You have nothing else to lose. Get anti-fragile, toughen your skin up and fight back with us. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Join the Fandom Menace and execute your own Order 66 with our incredible line of t-shirts, Soylo, a Soy Wars story, Tico, a Soy Wars story, and our brand new smoking hot Soy Wars Plan 9. Make a statement today. This is the only trilogy you'll ever need. The link is below in the description. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the laughing man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.